Darshan.
Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah. So I'm so happy to see all of you here after so long. So I've been involved in some projects and now it's okay, done. So I'm back in giving class. So I'm so excited. And last week, of course, we are very honored to have Pran Govinda Prabhu, who is also my mentor all the way from America. I believe that he have made a very positive impact to all of you. Okay. So before we start, we're going to do Mangala Charan. What is Mangala Charan? Invocating auspiciousness. All right. Before we do invocation to the auspicious things. So we're going to invoke the auspiciousness. I want all of you to just meditate that Krishna is right in front of you and Srila Prabhupada, and you're just having a flower and you're offering flower to the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada and to Guru Varga, Guru Parambara, and also Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna. Okay, so let's do our invocation. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagarjadam Sahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vidamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasa Chirisatarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshavana Vidahitaye Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vignanadaine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryojvala Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarini Rupa Nuga Virda Pasidanta Dvanta Harini Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Padambu Jayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidananda Namini Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gauravir Bhava Bhumestum Nidasa Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarubhauma Sri Jagannatha ite Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubheva Paditanam Pavinibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gaurati Se Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Surupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namustute Jayatam Suratau Pangur Mama Manda Matirgati Mat Sarvaso Padam Boja Radha Madana Mohana Divyat Vrindaranya Kalpa Drumadaha Srimat Ratnagar Sinhasanastu Srimat Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prishtalevi Sevya Manosmarami Sriman Rasa Rasarambi Vamsi Vata Tata Sita Karshan Venus Vanir Gopir Gopinata Yasri Estuna Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
Then
Hare
I can
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Om Tat Sat Hare Krishna. Whose iPhone, huh? May I know your name? iPhone? Are you there? Anyone know whose iPhone? Okay, no problem. So today we are gathered here on a very auspicious day. All right. What is the day today? Is Dwadasi, after Ekadasi yesterday. At the same time, today is also is a disappearance day of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. Okay, Raghunath Das Goswami and Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. At the same time, also Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Disappearance. Okay, who is he? He is the one who authored Chaitanya Charita Mrita. So when a Vaishnava devotee passes away, it is glorious. Because when a person born, we don't know who's the person, how the person going to look like. Everybody born, right? So usually we celebrate birthday, the day they were born, it is a big festival. But especially even for Krishna, when he was born, it was a big festival, Ramchandra, all these are festivals. But for a devotee, the glorious part is the disappearance. All right? Because in life, when are we supposed to know we are successful? When we supposed to know that we made it? When we supposed to know that we lived the life? At the time of death. Because until death, everything is still trial and error. Like we are taking a lifetime to learn, cultivate, right? We are learning, we are cultivating knowledge. There's so many books out there, right? Like recently I was studying this Nectar of Devotion, like mind-blowing, right? There's a kinds of mellows, rasa, flavor, right? How many flavors, all varieties of flavor and all these things, right? Okay, anyway, so when we have that, it looks like to go back home, back to Godhead, it's not simply by chanting 16 rounds, follow 4 regular, it's not that, it's more than that. But anyway, what Prabhupada usually like to say, gradual process. We have to take a gradual steps. But one thing is guaranteed. One thing is guaranteed and one thing is assured, that your path back home, back to Godhead is already started. You can make it in this birth, or maybe you're going to make it in next birth, or maybe this is going to be a final, or maybe semi-final or quarter-final. All right, maybe next will be if it's quarter-final, next will be semi-final. At last, another 2 or 3 births, it's a final. Anyway, it's done. It's still better than nothing. All right. So we are practicing all our life. Okay, we are practicing all our life, chanting 16 rounds, maintaining our sadhana. All right, our sadhana is very important. Correct, cultivation of devotional service, cultivation of knowledge, association of devotee, identifying, all these things very, very important. So we are doing every day. See, like in a month we have 2 Ekadasis. In a year we have what, Narsimha Chaturdasi, starting around January, February, or March, or something like that. Then after that, it comes to Gaura Purnima. Then after Gaura Purnima, we have this, what they call Janmastami. Then we have a Radhastami. We have an appearance of Prabhupada. We have Ramanavami. Right, end of the year, we're going to have like this Sunday, we're going to have what? We're going to have a fantastic celebration called Damodara Puja. Right, Damodara Puja. In fact, Damodara Puja, if you can simply do Damodara every single day without fail, right, you can burn down your karma as big as Mount Meru. Even though that we've been practicing this all our life, sometimes still we have trace of karma, because we are here for time immemorial. We have been here for so long. So then end of the year we have Vaikuntha Ekadasi. Then again, that's why are we keep celebrating this every year in, year out. And every Sunday, we have a Sunday program. And Saturday, like in Ipoh, we have a Saturday program. We have many Radha Yatras. Like for instance, this Saturday is going to be Sungai Sipur Radha Yatra. So like this, we have so many programs. Why? We are trying to practice, right? Sometimes we sit at home, like even in studies, you study in your school, your college. Sometimes you go out, go for tour. I mean, what they call tour. Sometimes you go for what they call melawat sambil belajar, right? Study tour or something like that. So usually we like to go out, and here and there we are learning, we are accumulating. So the final exam in life starts at the time we leave the body. the time that we leave the body. At that time, it's going to be very frustrating. It's going to be very scary. It's going to be, people will be panic. Even sometimes when we become panic, also we forget. Like the day, there's one friend of mine was telling, they did a fire drill. All right, she's in, I think she's in Abu Dhabi or Dubai. I'm not sure. So they did a fire drill. Very, very good devotee and everything. When they did a fire drill, you have to drop everything and run out. Right? So we don't know whether it's real fire or what, but they will just simply do the drill here and there. And when the alarm went off, you know what? She ran down forgetting a japa mala, forgetting a chanting bag. And then after that, she came back to the class and she said, "Oh my God, I cannot believe I ran out. Panic, suddenly, oh, fire, run." But she forgot to bring a japa mala. So, so when we are usually panic, we usually forget, right? Yes or not? Sometimes when you panic, sometimes you, like somebody come and say met an accident, or suddenly we hear some terrible, what they call, news. We forget. We forget to remember Krishna despite practicing all our life. And it's proven. Even a great devotee like Bharata, Bharata also, King Bharat, great exalted devotee, also forgotten when he got attached to his deer. The next birth he became a deer. Then the following birth he became Jada Bharat. Then after that he went back. So anyway, so this is the things that usually happens when we become panic. So we are practicing all our life. So finally, at the final exam, we score. And how to score in this thing? Very simple. You need to remember Krishna. It's that simple. But the time we tend to remember too many other things. Is it really going to happen? Is it I'm really going to die? Or is it something like that? Or is it will I still have a chance? Oh my God, I've not got my daughter married. Oh, I think I got one payment to do. One fellow gave me the check and I hide the check. There's some check I'm hidden. I haven't banked it. All the other things will come. And the most funny thing is, until the final, we will not accept the fact. Right? We won't accept the fact it's happening to us. It's always normal. When we start to see around everything happen. But when the thing happened to us, say, yeah, I never expected things, because we do not expect things to happen to us. So this is the topic that we're going to discuss today. All right. So now, before we start, let's do the invocation. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are in a chapter 10, a fantastic chapter. In this chapter 10, of course, like what Pran Govinda Prabhu was telling last week, it is called Vibhuti Yoga. Can you see the screen?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, Vibhuti Yoga. Okay. That means, what is Vibhuti? Vibhuti means one among many, and one above many. He's the one among many, and is the one above many. All right, just to give a thing. So here, the chapter is very nice. The opulence of the absolute. The opulence. We must always know the opulence of Krishna. All right, like there's a saying, right? Krishna likes you. Yes, fair enough. Krishna likes you, but does that mean Krishna loves you? That's something very mind blowing. Okay, Krishna loves me. Yes, Krishna likes me. Krishna likes everybody. But does that mean Krishna loves me? That's a question we usually need to ask. How do Krishna love you? How do we? When we start to study a lot of things about Krishna, okay? So when we start to study, when we start to understand lots of things about Krishna, that means we start to hear about his glories, about his opulence, about his bhava, his liking, his disliking. When we start to understand all these things, right? That's when Krishna. Okay, anyway, it's out of the topic. Anyway, so that's the thing. All right. So now we're going to do this. So Okay. Why do, see, in Bhagavad Gita, as we understand, there are 4 types of Vedas. And out of the 4 types of Vedas, okay, Vyasadeva compiled, there was only one Veda. There's only one. Because people are less informed. I mean, they have, people as Kali Yuga goes on, people become less intelligent. Their memory power become very weak. Right? They cannot easily memorize things. Okay, like those days when the guru speak, the disciple just capture it. But now in Kali Yuga, it's not possible, right? So what they need to do is document the thing, documentation. So he document all the Vedas, the one Veda, and how he documented, he divided into 4. Rig, Yajur, Sama. All right, Rig, Yajur, Sama. So the other one, the third one is etc. Anything extra. So he gave to his disciples, the main disciples. After what the disciple did, and they created their Guru Parampara, from them it created even, so that Guru, like Jaimini Rishi, he received that the part of the one of the Vedas. He taught his disciples, and the disciples created more and more commentary. That means, in other words, we got what they call thick substance. And the substance are very, very thick. Like example, like juice or whatever, right? Like raw, it's very thick, right? So now I give you one portion. So what we usually do, we will dilute it. We cannot take the thick substance. So we dilute. How we dilute? So the most advanced, this thing, they diluted by giving more and more commentary. And all the commentary comes in verses. Commentary after, like for instance, when you look at the Srimad Bhagavatam, it's 18,000 verses. And what is a conversation between what they call Parikshit Maharaj, Shukadev Goswami, Sutta Goswami, Shaunaka Rishi, and of course all that other personality, they were talking, and all came in a verse form. So that's how they dilute. And the dilution divided into 4. Arakya, Brahmanaka, Upanishad, and Samhita. Like that, they had millions and millions and millions of commentary under one book, right? But the problem is, how are we supposed to learn all this? How am I supposed to learn, right? First, we need to know Sanskrit. Second, it must come from authorized source, right? So like that, we are very, very unfortunate in Kali Yuga. We are unfortunate. At the same time, we are very fortunate because Krishna came. He gave the summary. He gave the point that you are expected to learn. Like for instance, when you study a chapter, like in physics or in biology or chemistry, you study one chapter. The chapter got so many narratives. But ultimately, what you're supposed to understand, that's a small formula. Example, like E equal to MC squared. That's a small formula you need to understand. But the narration is so wide. So many narratives. Right? You understand? So, and there are so many narratives. So the narrative, there are so many, but the understanding is this topic. So similarly, the entire Vedic literature, what are the things you should know? What are the points that you should know? And that's what Krishna summarizes in this Bhagavad Gita. And how he summarized, especially in chapter 10, see what he says, the Supreme said, listen again, O mighty arm, because you are my dear friend. So Krishna wants us to become his friend because he's my dear friend. Right? Because his friend, for your benefit, I shall speak to you further. And what is that further? Giving knowledge that is better than what I've already explained. What I have already explained. Right? Like for instance, when we look at this, what they call, like when you look at chapter 9, most confidential knowledge. It's already confidential knowledge. All right. So now in 10, Krishna is giving even more confidential. Because this is what asked by Kripa. What is his name? Is he there? He's not here, is it? That's why I saw his name. Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu. Oh, he left. Okay, he asked that question the day. Alama. Okay, anyway, I hope we see the recording. So that means number 9 is most confidential. And number 10, Krishna gives more. It's more than. What happened? Can you all see me? Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, okay. So now, so he's telling, for your benefit, I give you knowledge better than what I have already explained. Better than what I have already explained in the 9th chapter. Right? Better than that, he's going to, Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, are you there?
Yeah, Prabhu.
I was just about to answer your question that day. And suddenly, I think you got disconnected.
Yeah, suddenly got disconnected, Prabhu.
All right. No, what I'm saying is, like for instance, in chapter 9 is the most confidential knowledge. Right?
Yeah,
So
I
now,
was
yeah,
I asked you about this earlier, Prabhu.
that's the thing. So number 9 is most confidential knowledge. Krishna is saying about confidential knowledge. Then in chapter 10, Krishna is saying in first verse itself, he say, because you are my dear friend. Okay? Because of your dear friend, what he says, I shall speak to you further. I give you more knowledge. Giving knowledge that is better than what I've already explained. So here, what you're going to understand is going to be something which is far better than that chapter 9, which is the most confidential. Is further more confidential. All right? And of course, Krishna also says, not hosts of demigods or great sages know my origin. So the knowledge that you have already got here, which is not, which is the devatas and the sages, they also couldn't find out. In every respect, I am the source of the demigods and sages. At the same time, what Krishna says here, he who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, he only undiluted among me is freed from all sins. So now, if you, so what here we understand here, if you want to get freed from all sins, what you should do? You should understand that Krishna is unborn. Not simply, yes, I know he's unborn, not that way. He's what is his opulence? He's the beginningless. He's the supreme Lord of all the worlds. And he only undiluted among men. Undiluted. All right? He's the only one. All right? So in 4 and 5, what Krishna says, intelligence, knowledge, freedom from delusion. Freedom from doubt and delusion. Forgiveness, truthfulness, control of the senses, control of the mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame, and infamy. All these qualities are being created by me alone. So all these things created by him. So this is what you can understand. If you have access to Nectar of Devotion, please read. Because in Bhakti Sastri, we only read up to chapter 19. But from chapter 20 to 50, it's all these kind of qualities which is mentioned, explained very scientifically. All right. Now, so then what Krishna says, one who factually convinced with this opulence and mystic power of mind engages in unalloyed devotional service. Of these, there's no doubt. I mean, those who know convinced with this opulence and mystic power. So that means when we want to know his opulence and mystic power, we have to go on reading. We have to spend time. We have to invest time in studies. Right? But thank God now, if you don't have the book, it's okay. In Vedabase, all these books are available for free. Right? And 8, he says, I'm the source of all spiritual men. Okay, then everything emanates from me. Okay. Okay, now to show that okay, Arjuna said there's a supreme. All right. So after you tell all these things, all right, please, okay, then okay. So after all these things, what Arjuna says here, indeed, you alone know yourself by your own internal potency. So that means in Bhagavad Gita, what we understand, Krishna himself knows about himself. Right? So this Bhagavad Gita is actually a trigger point that should encourage you to this thing. So now Arjuna is saying, please tell me in detail of your divine opulence. He wants to know in detail. So like that, okay. So now we go. So now we are coming to the text 23. In text 23, okay, let's do this. Okay, before text 23, what we've okay, we just okay. So in 29, Sri Bhagavan Vacha, okay, now what Krishna says here, I, the Supreme God, it said, yes, I will tell you my splendorous manifestation, but only of those who are prominent. He only going to tell you the prominent one because his opulence is limitless. Okay. Then in 20, is it what Krishna says? I am the super soul, O Arjuna. What is super soul? I mean, he's the Paramatma living in your heart. Okay, he's the Paramatma living in your heart. And seated in the heart of all living entity, I am the beginning, middle, and also the end of all beings. Okay, I just go through fast. All right. So now, after that, Krishna says, among the Adityas, I'm Vishnu. Of lights, I'm the radiant sun. Okay, among the lights is the radiant sun. Because sun is the only thing that never seen darkness. Yes or not? So among the lights, I am the radiant sun. And among the Maruts, I'm Marichi. And among the stars, I am the moon. And so 22, like what do you have to think? Of the Vedas, I am Samaveda. Okay, among the Vedas, I am Samaveda. And among the demigods, I am Indra, king of heaven. And among the senses, I am the mind. Okay, and the living being. And in living beings, I am the living force, consciousness. That means I am the living, and in living being, I am the living force. So that means the consciousness is actually the living force. Okay, so we did last week, what do you call? What is his name? Pran Govinda Prabhu spoke about that. Okay, now we're going to do 23. All right. Rudranang Shankarashchasmi. Rudranang. Okay. Shang. This is S means Sha. Shampoo. Sounds like shampoo. Shankarashchasmi. Vittesho. Okay. When you see E, O, we pull the raga. Vittesho. Yaksha. Rakshasam. Rakshasam. When you see the S, you put the tongue in the middle and try to say as Sha. Okay. Rakshasam. Vasunang. Pavakashasmi. Meruhu. Okay, when you see H dot, when you see a U before that, we just say Uhu. If O means Oho, A means Aha. So now, since it's U, it sounds like Meruhu. Okay. Shikarinam Aham. Okay. Rudranang Shankarashchasmi. Vittesho Yaksharakshasam. Vasunang Pavakaschasmi. Meru Shikarinamaham. Rudranam Shankaraschasmi. Vittesho Yaksharakshasam. Vasunang Pavakaschasmi. Meru Shikarinam Aham. Rudranam Shankaraschasmi. Vittesho Yaksharakshasam. Vasunang Pavakaschasmi. Meru Shikarinam Aham. Okay, you want to try?
Later, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Rudranam Sankarash Tasmi Vitos Itesho Yaksha Rakshasam Vasunam Pavakas Tasmi Meru Tik Harinam Aha.
Very good. Good try. Now your pronunciation all becoming clear.
Yes. ஏன்னா நம்ம போன்ல ஆண்ட்ராய்டு இருக்குல்ல கூகுள் பிளே ஸ்டோர்ல இருந்து நான் ஒரு டவுன்லோட் பண்ண அப்ளிகேஷன் பகவத் கீதா ஸோ நான் கிளாஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி ரிஹர்சல் பண்ணுவேன்
Okay, good.
பகவத்
Okay.
கீதா ஸ்ரீமத் பக்தா.
Yep. Next.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yep.
After Mataji, after Mataji.
Can. Come on, Mataji. Which Mataji was that? Come on. Okay, Prabhu, Vaishnava Prabhu, you can do.
Rudranam Sankarascha Asmi Vitesu Yaksa Raksasam Vasunam Pavakascha Asmi Meru Sakarinam Aham.
Yes, nice. Hare Krishna. Next.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Shall I try?
Yes, please. Yep, Mataji.
Rukshanam Shankarashchasmi Vitesho Yaksha Rakshasam Vasunam Pavakashasmi Niru Sikharinam Aham.
Very good. Very good,
Very
Mataji.
good. Very good, Mataji.
Okay. Next. Anyone?
Me, Prabhu.
Yes. Who's that?
Vaishnavi Prabhu.
Vaishnavi Naidu. Okay. Yes.
Rudranam Sankaraschasmi
Mhm.
Vitesho Yaksaraksasam Vasanam
Okay. No.
Pavakas
Hold on. Vasunam.
Vasunam. So sorry. Vasunam Pavakaschasmi Meru.
Hey. Oh, you meet yourself. Vaishnavi? Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Prabhu. Vasunam Pavakaschasmi Meruhu Sikarinam Aham.
Very good. Very nice.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you. Another one? One more person? Anyone? Arsi Mataji?
Prabhu, shall I try?
Yes. Hare Krishna Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Rudranam Shankarastasmi Vidotesho Yaksha
Desho.
Desho Yaksha Raksasam Vasunam
Vasunam.
Pavakasha Chasmi Miru Sikaranam
Okay, all right.
I think I'm not there. Still not
It's okay. It doesn't matter. That's why we must understand we cannot, this word is Vasunam.
Vasunam.
Vasu is Krishna. Vasu is other meaning. So we must understand. Okay? Vasunam.
Vasuna means is Krishna.
Vasunam. Vasudeva.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, like when you look at Krishna's pastime, Vasudeva is Krishna's father.
Yeah, like also known as Vasudeva.
No, Krishna's father is Vasudeva. Vasudev, and the son, that's Lord Krishna, is called as Vasudeva.
Vasudeva.
Yeah. So that's why you must be careful with the pronoun. Okay, anyway. Okay, now let's look at this verse. Rudranam. Rudrana means of all Rudras. Shankara, Lord Shiva. Cha, also. Asmi, I am. Vitta Isha, the Lord of the treasury of the demigods. Yaksha, Rakshasham, of the Yakshas and Rakshasas. Vasunam, of the Vasus. Pavaka, fire. Cha, also. Asmi, I am. Meruhu, Meru. Shikarinam, of all mountains. Aham, I am. Okay. So when you look at this translation here, what the translation is, of all the Rudras, okay, there are how many types of Rudras? 11 types of Rudras. Among the Rudras, I am Lord Shiva. And among the Yakshas and Rakshasas, I am the Lord of Wealth, Kuvera. Okay. What does it mean by Yaksha and Rakshasa? Okay, anyway, we'll discuss this later. Of the Vasus, I am fire, Agni. And of mountains, I am Meru. So here, it's what was told by Pran Govinda Prabhu. That, okay, anyway, let's look at this. There are 11 Rudras. There are 11 Rudras, of whom Shankara, Lord Shiva, is predominant. He is the incarnation of the Supreme Lord in charge of the mode of ignorance in the universe. The leader of the Yaksha and Rakshasa is Kuvera, the master treasurer of the demigods, and he is a representation of the Supreme Lord. Okay. Meru is the mountain famed for its rich natural resources. All right. When we look at this, verse, he says, of all the Rudras, I'm Shiva. And among the Yakshas and Rakshasas, I am Kubera. How many of you are worshipping Kubera at home? Now it's becoming very common. Huh? They keep Kubera with a big belly, right? And every day you go to kichi, kuchu, kuchu, you know, you just kichi the stomach, and we are thinking the money will come and drop. Have you seen that? Have you heard about that? Nobody heard about that?
Yes, the Chinese, Prabhu.
Chinese.
Yeah, Prabhu, I have seen a lot of people's house, big Kubera,
Yeah,
and they keep in
exactly. Indians.
And they put money on and keep.
Yeah, they put money around, and every day you just go there and kichi the stomach. Kichi. The Kubera will laugh and throw. And sometimes the most sad part is sometimes we go to the place, we see Lakshmi Kubera. Where got such thing, Lakshmi Kubera? All right? Kubera will be in the middle, Lakshmi at the side. For the sake of, oh my God, it's all speculation. Right? It's a terrible speculation. Anyway, so what it says here, among the Yakshas and Rakshasas. So Kubera is actually older brother of Ravana. He is the one who was the original, what do you call, original king of Lanka. So Ravana came and, I'm in house also got Kubera. All right. So,
He's the one fought with Kubera, chased him off and took over the
exactly. He chased him
kingdom.
off. Yeah, and then he became the king Ravana. All right. Anyway, so that means he's Yaksha. That means what Krishna is saying here, that means he's saying, so he is one among many, at the same time, one above many. So that means we cannot say, oh, that means, Krishna says, among the Rakshasa, I'm Kubera. So I can keep Kubera and start to kichi him every day. Right? It's not that. He says, among the Rudras, I'm Lord Shiva. Right? So that means, oh, that means I think I should consider even worshipping Lord Shiva. It's same. Among the, what they call, among that, what do you call, generals, I'm Kartikeya. All right? So actually what Krishna, and he says among the, okay, if all this is okay, then among the aquatics, he is Shak. Right? Krishna says among the aquatics, I'm the Shak. So that means, but how many of that people out there who speculate this way, who doesn't eat Shak? Yes or not? When the baby is born, Sura Mina Sapta, Pal Surakama. All this kind of speculation. Right? Then how about people who are vegetarian? How are they breastfeeding the child? Right? So all these kind of things. So what Krishna is trying to tell here is, what Krishna is trying to tell here, no, it's not here. All right. So he says, among all the great things, among all, he is the great person. But that doesn't mean that he is that. Because he is showing his opulence. All right. So that means, okay, now, so it's okay. Among Vasus, okay, I am fire Agni. And among the mountain, I am the Mount Meru. All right. So when we look at this, Lord Shiva. So among the 11 Rudras, one of the Rudras, Amsa, that was one of the Rudras is, of course, Lord Hanuman. Okay. I believe you all know that. But he says, among the 11 Rudras, I am, of whom Shankara or Lord Shiva is predominant. So what Shiva is this now? What Shiva is this? This is called the Sada Shiva. The Sada Shiva means the original Shiva. All right. So when we look at this, manifestation, right? How come all so different, you know? Right. What like okay, see, right? Dinesh, did you notice all these things got upgraded? Or is it yours is upgraded version or what? Dinesh? Okay, anyway. Okay. Say like for instance, this egg, okay, so sorry for the drawing, because I couldn't, usually I will use that, right. This is one of the egg. In that egg got 14 planetary system and we are somewhere here on small tiny dot. Okay. And here there are many coverings. All right. We have 7 coverings. Okay. The air, water, ether, fire. Okay, then after that, the final covering is what they call the final covering. Here we call ego. That means mind, intelligence, and ego. All right, this is the covering of this material universe. After you see all this covering here, so after you see all the covering, we break away from this covering. That means the border of material and spiritual world. Okay, this is okay. This is material platform. Okay, and this is the from here onwards spiritual platform. From here itself spiritual platform. Okay, then above this you can see what they call oh, it's here. Okay. All right, never mind. Just okay, let me do it again. Where did I pause it? Oh, it's here. Okay. Okay. So we see this one. This is the look like an egg. This is the material, one of the bubble. Okay, I remember talking about this, and I also hope that you all still remember this thing. Okay, this is one of the bubble. In this bubble, all right, who's situated here? Can anyone help me? Who's situated at the bottom here? Who is here? Anyone?
Garbhodakshaya.
Huh?
Garbhodakshaya Vishnu.
Very good. Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Okay, the Vishnu Garbhodakshaya is here. Then from this Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, okay, from this Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, okay, from the navel, right here, and who stays here?
Brahma.
Brahma. Okay, here is Lord Brahma. Okay, and from here to here there are 14 planetary systems. Okay, so here we have 14 planetary systems. So we are, where are we situated? We are situated somewhere in the middle here. We are situated somewhere in the middle here. Right? Okay. So this is the thing. So when you look at this planetary system here, there are many, what do you call, we have many, what do you call? Layer 1, right? We have second layer. Here we have third layer. Fourth. Fifth. Right? And this is mind, intelligence, and the last one we have is ego. This is the final one. So something like this. I'm just giving you a rough explanation. So first is earth, water, fire, ether, like that. Then we have mind, intelligence, and the last one is ego. Okay, can any one of you recall a story whereby yeah, forgot his name. He was going to Goloka, going back to spiritual sky. When he was passing Kailash, he smiled, and he and Lord Shiva are best friend. He smiled at Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva smiled back, giggled, and that's when Mother Parvati get angry and curse him. He becomes a demon. Do you remember the story?
Chitraketu.
Chitraketu, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what happened actually? Why the thing happened? See, the final part of this manifestation. Okay, the final part. Okay, the final part of this is the most toughest one. Okay, for instance, now we have already liberated. We are going back home, back to Godhead. So what we do, we will pass through all these. We will pass through all these places. Okay, from here you go past the first layer, earth, then you go to the water, fire, ether, like that, blah blah blah. Then mind, intelligence, all that you will pass. Okay, somewhere you will make it. But this final outer ring, the final one to break is the most toughest one. Okay, what we call this? We call this as ego. All right, many people fail here. So what happened? They fail, they go back to heaven. All right, that's a final distinct. All right, so after you break that, okay, then you come to that next one. Okay, then you come to the next one. Okay, over here. All right, this is the place which is the border between the heaven, between this material platform and spiritual platform. And above all this place, we call the spiritual sky. This area is called the spiritual sky, Vaikuntha planet. Okay, spiritual, right? Spiritual sky. What is the spiritual sky? The place you can see innumerable Vaikuntha planet. And above this is a place that you call as Goloka Vrindavan. Okay, in this place also, of course, got many varieties, but I just make it a very quick understanding. All right, this is the place we call as Goloka Vrindavan. All right, in Goloka Vrindavan, of course, got many, right? We have Dwaraka, okay, then we have a Mathura, so all these. So anyway, so what I'm trying to tell you here is, so now we break. So from one layer to next layer is 10 times bigger. All right, from here to here 10 times, from here to here 10 times. That means you say like from here to here 1 kilometer, from here to here 10 kilometer, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, 100 million, something like that. All right, of course, the distance is big, but I'm just giving an example. So we have to pass through all these places, and at last, this is the place we call as Kailash. Okay, this is the place called Kailash. Okay, Kailash is actually the border. So once we break the border here, right? This is the place sometimes the ego will be triggered. Like what happened to Chitraketu when he was going up and he smiled, phew, he come down back. Right? So that's the thing. So after the Kailash, then you go to the spiritual sky, or if you're lucky, you go to end up in Goloka Vrindavan. So when you look at this Kailash planet here, and who lives here? All right, who lives here? So like for instance, here, the one who lives here is called, oh, can anyone help me?
Lord Shiva.
Yes, what, which Shiva?
Lord Shiva.
Yeah, of course, which one? Which one? Here we call as Lord Sadasiva.
Okay.
Lord Sadasiva is the original Shiva. He is in spiritual world. He is eternal. But this Lord Shiva appears, this Lord Shiva, this Lord Shiva appears in this material plane as the three Murti Shiva, Rudra, one of the Rudra, all the Rudras, varieties of Rudras. All right. At the same time, the Vishnu from here also come to this place. Okay, first, how he comes? Okay, first from spiritual sky, he come. Okay, from here, he'll be as what? As Garbhodakshayi Vishnu. Then from Garbhodakshayi, he went up. Okay, And here, this one part of the world, one part of the area we call Shirodakshai Vishnu. Okay, Shirodakshai Vishnu is what? Is a place called like a pole star. Okay, there's a place called pole star, which is inside this material world. Sometimes, and from this, from this pole star, or they call Sweta Dvip. From here, Lord Shirodakshai Vishnu expanded, become our Paramatma. Also, he also becomes a the living force in all living entity. Okay, even like atom, neutron, proton, all these things are all moving. Okay, all because of this Shirodakshai Vishnu. All right. So this Shirodakshai Vishnu, also called the localized Vishnu, meant for this planet system, this planet. Of course, this place also called Vaikunda among this place. All right, this is the place where Dhruva Maharaj got liberated. If you know the story of Dhruva, he lives here. Anyway, so when we see here, so these localized Vishnu, Shirodakshai Vishnu, plus the localized Shiva, okay, and Brahma became the three Murti that controls this material plane. That means mode of goodness, which is Lord Vishnu, okay, who lives here as Shirodakshai Vishnu. Then Lord Brahma, this is Brahmaloka, he is a creator, and Lord Shiva, Sadasiva, here as Rudra, as a destroyer. Okay, so here Lord Shiva is here. When the time to destroy, he'll accept the form of Rudra Deva. That's why they call Rudra Tandavam. When they do the Rudra Tandavam, the whole universe, the whole egg agitates and destroys. Is the final dance, Tandava Natya. You all got it? Okay. So now we must understand that our acharyas have given a very high esteem towards Lord Shiva. Okay, they've given a very high esteem for this Lord Shiva. So when we look at that, the books that have the Vedas that have spoken by Lord Shiva, what are the Vedas? Okay, the main Vedas that we have, that Lord Shiva has spoken here, is called, okay, is called Padma Purana. Right? Padma Purana. So Padma Purana has so many evidence. So like for instance, what are the things you study in Padma Purana? In Padma Purana, the things that we study in Padma Purana, example, okay. Okay. Now let's look at this Padma Purana. Okay, what are the things that Padma Purana is a thing that Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati conversation. They were speaking to each other. Okay, what are the things we see? All right. One of the important topic of Padma Purana is the chanting. All right, number one, the main thing here before chanting is, before the chanting starts, the main topic that he spoke was an okay, Sahasranamam. Okay, what is Sahasranamam? 1,000 names of Vishnu. Okay, when the conversation happened after Bhishma Dev was lying on the bed of arrow. When he was lying in the bed of arrow, he called the grandchildren, the Pandavas. He will be telling Sahasranamam. He said, those who don't chant Sahasranamam, 1,000 names of Vishnu every day, his tongue is as good as the tongue of a serpent. The tongue, the tongue of a serpent, as good as tongue of the serpent. It is absolutely useless, waste of time if a person who doesn't chant Sahasranamam. So when that thing happened, what happened? Mother Parvati is telling, oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. How is that possible? Asking Lord Shiva, because they were witnessing the thing. And what do Lord Shiva says? He says, how? It's not fair. Only the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas have that opportunity for education. In those days, the Brahmanas, teachers, the Kshatriyas will send their children to to Gurukula. For what? Why they need to go to Gurukula? Right? Why they need to go to Gurukula? Because in Gurukula is the place where Gurukula is a place where they will study archery. Gurukula means it's not just study Ana, Avana or Sanskrit. They also study archery like what Arjuna studied and all this. So other than that, Vaishya, Shudras, do they have a chance to go to Gurukula? No. Vaishya will learn from their father how to continue the family business trade. Make sure enough food, grains, milk, and cow protection, all these they will do. And the Shudras, the father of the Shudra will train the children how you should serve when you get a job in ashram, how you should serve the Brahmanas. If you get a job in a kingdom, how you should serve the king and the kinsman, the royal family. Or if you get a job with Vaishya, how you should serve the Vaishya. That is what they are training. So other than that, they do not need to know anything else. What is a good example? Like, what do you call? Narada Muni. In the previous birth in Narada Muni, who was he? He was the son of a maidservant. The mother was working as a maid in ashram. So as a son, he was running around there. So, and how do the mother treat? Oh, you must go and respectfully give the plate prasadam. You must take the plate. You must make sure the place is clean. That's what they teach. They don't sit there and learn Sahasra, Sirsa, Purusha, all these things they don't learn. They only learn how to serve them. So now, Mother Parvati is asking, so how is that? It's not fair. It's not fair at all. That means only the Kshatriyas and the Brahmanas can elevate themselves to go back home, back to Godhead by chanting the Sahasranama. Sahasranama means 1,000 names of Vishnu. Right? Sahasranama, right? 1,000 names of Vishnu. But those who are others, how? Cannot be. Not fair. So the Krishna, then Lord Shiva says, no, my dear wife, I will tell you something. Those who chant the name of Rama, those who chant the name of Rama, what happened? They are, one Rama is equivalent to one Sahasra. Sahasranamam. So that means one time you utter the word Rama, you are equal that you have chanted Sahasranamam. How many? 1,000? One Sahasranamam. From you sitting and chanting Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayanaya Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha, Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Madhusudanaya, Om Trivikramaya Namaha, Om Vamanaya Namaha, Om Sridharaya Namaha, Om Rishikeshaya Namaha, Om Patmanabhaya Namaha, Om Damodaraya Namaha. Like that, you go on chanting 1,008 names. But at the one time, you just say Rama. Rama equal, that means you equally have chanted 1,000 names. That means you are equal to chant Sahasranamam. And you say, really? Yes. Right? So that is what one secretly revealed. But anyway, I would like to give you one footnote. But when a person chants Krishna once, it's equivalent, he have chanted 3 Rama. Okay? That is in Kali Santara Upanishad is mentioned. One time when you say Krishna equal to 3 Rama. Sorry, 2 Rama, 3. Right? It's equivalent to 3 Ram's name. So that means one time you utter the word Krishna, it is equivalent, you have chanted 3 Sahasranamam. Am I saying it right? Krishna means, yeah, correct. All right, 3. So when we look at this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When you look at this Maha Mantra, we have 4 Krishna, 4 Rama. 4 times 3 means 12 Rama. And also added by another 4 Rama, total 16 names of Ram. The potency is there. So 16 names of potency is equivalent to 16 names of Vishnu. Or 16 Sahasranamam in one Maha Mantra. And that also equipped with Hare. Hari means destroyer of sin. The one who removes everything. At the same time, Hare means the Ladini Shakti, the Shakti of Mother Radharani, the internal potency. Also, it's like a cry, Hare, please. It's a cry. So all this, so you see, this Maha Mantra is very opulent. All right. So anyway, so Rama, Sahasrama. Okay. Then what are the another important thing that we studied in Padma Purana? In Padma Puran, Lord Shiva also taught the glories of Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. At one time, when Parvati and Mother Parvati and Lord Shiva will be sitting there, they'll be talking, and suddenly Mother Parvati asked, "My dear husband, why do you have lots of skull around your neck? Skull. Whose skull is this?" And Mother Parvati, Lord Shiva says, "It's your skull." "My skull?" "Yes. Whenever you leave the body, whenever you pass away, I miss you so much. I take your skull and..." Then Mother Parvati says, "That means I've died this many times?" "Yes, you did." So one of the examples that what we can relate with, we can relate about this story of Daksha, Dakshayani, right? Dakshayani, when the father Daksha humiliate the husband, Lord Shiva, Daksha will be very heartbroken. She will be go into this mystic meditation and she burn herself. All right, so that's one example. So like that. But after that, she asked, "Then how come you're not dead? How come you go on living? What is the secret of your longevity? Why you going on living? Why? How? Cannot understand how." Then Lord Shiva says, "Because I understood Bhagavatam." Bhagavatam, yes. Those who read Bhagavatam, especially, they don't face death. That means, in other words, is it that I'm start read Bhagavatam means I won't die? All right? Is it I won't die? The body definitely will die. But once you have taken up Srimad Bhagavatam, when you start to read Srimad Bhagavatam, right, there is no more the actual, what is the real death? All right, we call death. That means giving up something that we've been holding for so long. This body I've been holding for the last 45 years. And I want to give it up, death. But the worst death is when we forget our real identity and we fall back into animal kingdom. Born again, Kallagi, Mannagi, Puluvagi, Kallagi, Puluvagi, Sedi Kodiyagi, Paraveyagi, Murgamagi, Manidanagi, Devaragi. So sometimes when you go for funeral, they used to sing this song, Shiva Puranam. They simply sing, but they don't know what is the reason. The thing is, they are explaining what are the types of births. First is stone. Born as a stone. Stone got life. Currently, right? They got life force. Then Puluagi. The Pulu under the ground got 2 senses. Then Sedi Kodiyagi. The plants and everything got 3 senses. Paravai, the flower, I mean, the what they call the birds and chicken and all, they got 4 senses. Number 5, Murgamagi, the 5 senses, the carnivore and all the animals got 5 senses. 6, Manidanagi, we got 6 senses, but we are not utilizing the 6th sense. Anyway, 7 is Devaragi. So anyway, so when we don't utilize the 6th sense, Krishna says, since you don't want to utilize it, then you don't deserve to be a human being, right? Yes or not? Say I'm a beggar on the street. Suddenly some guy come and give me one bungalow and says, "Now live a life. Don't worry about money." Suddenly I'm inspired to do some kind of good things to people. Now, I don't know, suddenly I saw you, a beggar. I give you opportunity, come and stay I get one in an apartment, stay there. So when you go to that apartment, how are you supposed to live? You shouldn't wear torn cloth. You should be at least take one bath once a day. You don't go around beg again, right? But what happens if you stay in that place, still go on begging? What happens if you live there and you still live like a bum? You got to, but you like to go to the street and sleep. If I'm the owner, what I'll say, you don't deserve that. Give me the key. Now you stay on the street. Similarly, the same thing happens when we don't utilize those 6 senses to understand who am I, what am I, and what is my relationship, who is God, and what is his attribute, what is opulence, right? What he likes, what he dislikes. And the most important part, I am the servant. We must understand that I am the servant. Every one of us are servant. Even if you can be a CEO, you even can be the king. You serve. What is the job of a CEO of a company? President of a company. Right? The line leader, what they call the laborers serve the line leader. The line leader serves the what they call a supervisor. Supervisor serves the manager. The manager serves the general manager, and the general manager serves the board of directors. The board of directors serves the CEO, and the CEO serves the chairman. The chairman serves the president, and the president go back home and serve his wife, right? Wife and children. We have to serve, right? We have to serve. So that means once we understand that my constitutional position is to serve, and what should be my actual service, that is very important. We should ask ourselves. I ask myself every day, what is my constitution? What should I serve? And you are given a very strong, what they call antenna around your body. Very strong antenna, your 5 senses. The senses that the job of the senses is sense is for you to be alert, but not to make the sense become not to gratify the sense. Oh, I like to see beautiful thing. Nose, I like to smell beautiful thing. Tongue, I like to eat palatable food. So I simply eat everything that flies, everything that swims, everything that jumps, hops, everything. Right? Alive, even cooked, or even date for long, dry it, put some salt, make it dry, karvadi. It's like almost rotten. It's like mummified. All that, I still want to satisfy my tongue. All right? My ears, it's not that I touch a sense of touch, skin. Okay, I got a wife, not enough. I like to go around and look for more this thing. It's only the same sensation, same feeling, and same person. But when the senses are out of control, they say, no, not enough. Let me go and look for elsewhere. Look for some other new delights. So that means it's like so what happened? When we become the servant of the senses. All right. It is like sometimes when we make it big, we'll be given a car, we're given a big house and everything, and you're supposed to do your job. But what happened? Oh, I got my car, I got my house, I got this, I start to enjoy it. What the employer will do? Take it back. This is not for you. You go back to your original self. So similarly, when we can't utilize any of these things, we will go back to animal kingdom. Because animal kingdom, you have specific senses to enjoy. If a person becomes a dog, he got the sense of the smell and sense of taste very high. Right? When a person who likes to go on eating everything that lies in front of you, that satisfies the tongue, the person will be born as a pig. Oh, I like to eat a lot of meat. Meat is my favor. The Bhagavad Gita says the person will take a form of a tiger. You understand? Because that's your senses are so strong. If a person will have a very strong sex desire, they'll born as a pigeon. Pigeon have sex almost every 2 hours. Their job is to go on having sex. So it's like that. So when we don't utilize, so when we fall down from that platform of a human being, that is what the real death is. So when we read Bhagavatam, we read this. No, don't read, study. Once we study Bhagavatam, so every Tuesday, Dr. Tinesh is doing a fantastic Bhagavatam classes. So please make sure you come and join the Bhagavatam. Learn. Then after that, buy a set. If you don't have a set, you can't afford it, it's okay. Go to Veda base. There's so many things in the Veda base, all given to you for free of charge. Make a point. If you think, I am the person who don't like to read, I cannot read, then listen. All right. Oh, every day you stuck in the jam for 1 hour. Don't listen to THR Raga. Listen to this BVL, Bhakti Vedanta Library. Go to Bhakti Vedanta Library, BVL. Later, go to your district. You download that apps, and you can listen to whole Bhagavatam narrated. The meaning and the purport and everything. Everything's meaning. So you just need to put it, play on, listen while you're driving. You're stuck in the jam. Even your jam becomes transcendental jam. So it's like that. All right. So that means once we do that, we don't stay. So that means he also spoke about glories of Bhagavatam. At the same time, he also spoke about glories of Gita. All right. The glories. He also spoke about glories. Right? He also spoke of glories of Bhagavad Gita. Right? They call Gita Mahatmya. Gita Mahatmya spoken by who? Adi Shankara. Who's Adi Shankara? He's the incarnation of, is the expansion of Krishna. right? So he comes. That means also the glories of Gita. He spoke of the glories of Gita, how wonderful Gita is, how important Gita is. So, and at the same time, the most important part I would like to tell you, he also spoke about the devotees of Krishna. Of course, he spoke many, but I just want to touch on one or two of the things that he has spoke about devotees of Krishna. He said, when a person becomes devotee, right? Becomes devotee. And for your information, for you to become a devotee, you need to have blessings. So when Lord Shiva bless you, Lord Kartikeya, Murugan, or Vinayagar blesses you, usually when you see all the devotees who this thing, especially from the Hindu background, they see, I've been a very ardent devotee of Vinayagar. I'm an ardent devotee of Lord Shiva. I'm an ardent devotee of Murugan. With their blessings only, you can get Krishna. Because it happens to me, I'm a hardcore Murugan Bhaktan. All right? I used to pray. So Lord Muruga, tell me, show me the truth. Because you know why? I do not agree with what my parents says, what my grandfather, grandmother, what my forefather, I don't agree. Because I want evidence. இப்படி செய்யக்கூடாது. Why? கேள்வி கேட்கக்கூடாது. நம்ம முறை இப்படிதான் செய்யணும். Just imagine, even the funeral, people, different people got different way of funeral. Oh, Pillaiwal, I'll do like this. Chettiar, I'll do like this. All these different kind of ritual. You know, even the marriage. Malayali marriage is only 5 minutes. Right? Because I'm half Malayali, I used to see my cousin's wedding. Just go there, what happened? Abis. The half, the 5 நிமிஷத்துக்கு just go there, sit 5 minutes, done. You're married. All right. So that means the marriage. So there's so many varieties. Okay, so many varieties. But now, so so like that. So I was asking Lord Murugan, show me the way. Tandeki Vedam Sonne. Right? When Lord Shiva will be listening, Murugan will be giving Ubedesam. I say, what Ubedesam is that? What did he say? People, sometimes they speculate, they say, you spoke about Omkara. Come on, la. Omkara, Lord Shiva don't understand. Right? Tandeki Vedam Sonne, the part of the what they actually spoke. And that's another glorious book called Skanda Puran. Anyway, we don't touch into that. But now let's look at Padma Puran. So he says, those who becomes devotee, okay, they become very dear to Lord Shiva. He said that. Those who becomes devotee, they are very dear to Lord Shiva. Remember before that, before I start the session, I spoke about death. At the time of death, okay, at the time of death, people usually become panic. Right? They become panic. They become very panic. They don't know what to do. And they sometimes, they forget. What should I do? No, please. I believe Dr. Kripa, Vaishnava Kripa, I've experienced that many times. He's been practicing medicine all his life. And I've seen like devotees, the what they call, what they call what is the word? The panic, they get panic attack, they get this thing, they get deluded, they get confused, right? They'll be holding hand. Please don't let me go. They're like holding. Anyway, I don't know, I explain because I believe all of you have experienced it or seen it. So we may forget. But when that thing happened, but what did Lord Shiva says to Mother Parvati, if a devotee of Vishnu at the time of death, he forgets, okay, if he forgets that the what he's supposed to do, right? Forget what Lord Shiva guarantees you, he will come and remind you. He will come and give you the reminder, right? He will come to remind you. Say, like, for instance, if anything happens to me, I am dying and I totally forgot about Krishna. I don't know what is happening to me and everything. But Lord Shiva will come and utter the Rama, 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 Krishna, Narayana, Venkateshwara, Govinda. All these kind of, he will remind you. That's a promise Lord Shiva gives. All right. So what we can understand from this topic here, so that means in this what they call, what we understand from here is, okay, we understand Lord Shiva is a very important this thing. Because what Vaishnava, there's one verse, I forgot the verse. Vaishnava, what? Vaishnava Haris Sambhu Vaishnava something. All right. Among the Vaishnavas, Lord Shiva is the topmost. And even Lord Shiva was also given a grant to go and witness Rasa Leela. Okay. Even Mother Lakshmi never got that opportunity to go into Rasa Leela. The most confidential part of Krishna's relation is a mellow. All right. He's mellow. Everybody wants to see Rasa Leela. Mother Mahalakshmi also wanted to join the Rasa Leela. And she couldn't come in. Right? And they say she's still meditating in Vrindavan. When she'll get a chance, she's still performing severe austerity. When she'll get a chance to join the Rasa Leela. Because she still have that thinking of opulence. But Lord Shiva got it. He went and joined the Rasa Leela. But of course, eventually halfway he stopped because he still have that thought of being a masculine man. So until today, you go to Vrindavan, you have to take darshan of Gopishvara. Lord Shiva, who is in the form of Gopi. That's the only temple in the world where the Sivalinga, the deities of Lord Shiva, will be dressed in Gopi dress. They call Gopishvara. You have to go there and pay obeisances, pay respect to Gopishvara, and that Gopishvara will show you the way. Then second is Vrinda Devi. And or like that, you go into Vrindavan. So, okay, anyway, so now in Padma Purana, we understand first important things that we discussed today is Sahasranamam. After Bhishma Dev was speaking, advising his grandchildren, the importance of Sahasranamam. If you don't chant the name of Vishnu, your tongue is as good as the tongue of a serpent, snake. All right? But okay. But after that, Mother Parvati will be telling it's not fair. Padmavati, that means Mother Padma will be not fair. Only the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas have that facility. How about the Shudras and Vaishyas, Vaishya, Shudra and the others? Yakshas, Yavanas and all this. How? They say, don't worry. Those who chant the name of Rama equal to, they chanted one Sahasranama, 1,000 names of Vishnu. One Rama equal to 1,000 names of Vishnu. In Kali Santara Upanishad, it says that at the same time, you also must understand one time you chant the name of Krishna is equal to 3 Rama or 3,000 names of Vishnu in one distinct. After that, the most important topic that he also spoke, the glories of Bhagavatam, and of course, the glories of Bhagavad Gita. Okay. One of few of the glories that I like to say, it says that one do not need to read any other scriptures, just Bhagavad Gita alone is enough. And also Lord Shiva says in the glories, Gita Mahatmya, those house they keep Bhagavad Gita, they worship Bhagavad Gita, they show the incense, ghee lamp to Bhagavad Gita, that house, no evil, black magic or whatever so things will never enter that house. At the same time, those who always worship Bhagavad Gita, adores Bhagavad Gita, even that Bhagavad Gita will also prevent what they call from this kind of a pandemic, all these kind of a dangerous things to enter the home. Okay, like that, there's so many things. So that means if you really want to have a kavacha, if you really want to have a protection, carry your Bhagavad Gita wherever you go. I always advise my students that way. Right? I got a Bhagavad Gita in my car, and whenever I go for business, I go for a talk, I deliver a speech, I carry my Bhagavad Gita and I put Bhagavad Gita on my table first. Even whatever evil things, whatever, it's because it's what is mentioned. Right? So that's how, okay? So in Bhagavatam, he says those who read Bhagavatam, study Bhagavatam, there's no death. That means there's no death means they'll never fall down into other unwanted species of life. All right. But among all these, the most important also Lord Shiva assures when a person becomes devotee, right? He'll be very, very dear to Lord Shiva. Even when you read Bhagavatam, also you can see Kasi, how the place of Vishnu turned into the place of Shiva. All right. It's very beautiful pastime. You should read. And also in Bhagavatam, also there's a story about Prachitas, the sons of Prachitas, right? And Lord Shiva will be addressing them, teaching them. All right. It's beautiful. Right. It's very interesting discourses. So I hope that all of you are reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Go on reading. Then, at the same time, as I started today's session, when I started, I said about the death. People become panic. It's very scary, but don't worry, because once you have accepted Krishna conscious, is a topmost yoga system. All right, it is topmost yoga system. When we get that, once you accept, do not fear anything will happen to you, because Lord Shiva promises he will come to remind you. Right. So with that, we end our session. So, so when we see here, so that's what we understand from here. Okay. What we understand from here is, of all Rudras, I am Lord Shiva, and Yakshas and Adisi. Okay. All right. So next week we will discuss about okay, Pradosham, Purodosham, Cha Mukyang Mang, Vidhi Partha Brahaspatim, Senaninam Ahang Skandaha, Sarasam Asmi Sagara. That means, oh priest, I am to be Brahaspati. All right, Brahaspati is the one that we all pray Thursday, right? Guru, when we have problem, Guru, we go do that Navagraha Guru, that's Brahaspati. General, I'm Kartikeya. Kartikeya means Lord Murugan, and body of water, I am the ocean. So we discuss this next week. All right. So we end the session here. So is there any questions, any comment?
Prabhuji,
Yes, Prabhu.
சொன்னீங்க அந்த பகவத்கீதானே
Huh?
பகவத்கீதை புத்தகம் காயில இருக்குனே நான் அந்த சொன்னேன் அந்த டவுன்லோட் பண்ணிருக்கேனே Play Store ல
Bhagavad Gita, okay.
பகவத்கீதா இன் கூகுள் Play Store. ஸோ நான் டவுன்லோட் பண்ணிட்டு இப்போ நான் வெளியே போகும்போதுலாம் அதில் ரீசார்ட் பண்ணுவேன்.
Listen பண்ணுவீங்களா, கேட்பீங்களா, கேட்டுட்டு போவீங்களா?
எஸ்.
கேட்க.
கூட இப்போ கிளாஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் வந்து முதல்ல ரீசார்ட் பண்ணுவேன். ஃபோன் மூலியமா ரீசார்ட் பண்ணி அப்படிதான் கிளாஸ்க்கு வருவேன்.
அதுதான் உத்தமம். நம்மளோட மெயின் நோக்கமே வந்து இந்த பகவத்கீதா டெய்லி நம்ம படிக்கணும், கேட்கணும், அதை பத்தி சிந்திக்கணும், அதை பத்தி நினைக்கணும். ரைட்? பகவத்கீதா வச்சுக்கலாம். ஆனா அந்த பெஸ்ட் வந்து நீங்க செய்யற மாதிரி பகவத்கீதாவை என்னது படிக்கிறது. குட் ஜாப். வெரி நைஸ். இது என்னது? இதான் உங்க பகவத்கீதாவா? Okay. Okay, any other question? வேற யாருக்காவது? Tachayani Mataji, how's everything with you? Tachayani Mataji? I think she's not there. All right. So there's no question. So I hope that you have benefited from this discussion. We meet again next week, Thursday. Okay, before that, please do take note. 29th of this month, we are starting Damodara on Sunday. Make sure offer your ghee lamp every day. All right. In the day, you know what we do. When you look at this, another way, this is the time that you ask Varam, you ask boon from Vishnu, Krishna, right? Baby Krishna, all right? So I have seen people have been offering, especially there's one lawyer, you know. So whenever people come to her, she will just tell them, after listening to the story, she just give them on the card and ask them to offer ghee lamp every day. இதை செஞ்சுக்கிட்டே வாங்க, நீங்க எதுவுமே செய்ய வேணாம். அன்னாடம் கீ லேம்பை காட்டுங்க, நீங்க வாழ்க்கை நல்லா வந்துடும், உங்க பிரச்சனை சால்வ் ஆயிரும். அதான் அவங்க ஷீஸ் அ லாயர், யூனோ. அப்ப நான் சொன்னேன், அப்புறம் எப்படி மத்தஜி, ஹவ் இஸ் இட்? ஓகே தான், பட் தி ஸ்டோரி இஸ் சோ பெத்தட்டிக், லைக் எஸ்பெஷலி டிவோர்ஸ் கேஸ், யூனோ, என்னை செஞ்சு வச்சுட்டான், மந்திரம் தந்திரம் அந்த மாதிரிலாம் சொல்லும்போது, இஸ் இட் ஒன்லி ஒன் ரெமெடி. நீங்க யாரையும் போய் பார்க்காதீங்க, அன்னாடம் கீ லேம்ப் ஆஃபர் பண்ணுங்க. ரைட்? ஸோ நவ் இஸ் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி ஸ்டார்டிங் த கீ லேம்ப் ஃபெஸ்டிவல், 1 month, 30 days. How you should offer the ghee lamp? Get a lamp with the ghee. If that is expensive, get one kuchi, like another the satay kuchi irukla, satay, break into half, break the satay kuchi, the long one, break into half, put one another the panji up and the panji, and rinse it in the லேசா அந்த நெய்யில தொட்டுட்டு, what do you do to light up the lamp? Use the tulsi kuchi. Take a dry tulsi, show the dry tulsi fire, take the fire from the dry, take the dry tulsi, light it up, put it near the விளக்கு and turns into fire. அந்த fire எடுத்து இந்த lampல ஏத்துங்க. Once you take the lamp and you start to offer, it's considered that you're offering millions of lamp, millions of ghee lamp. ஒரு ghee lamp, but it's considered the benefit is millions of ghee lamp offered. Okay. Another thing, do not use tulsi kuchi to offer for ghee lamp. Tulsi காஞ்ச குச்சில இருக்குல்ல, அதெல்லாம் உடைச்சி மேல வச்சிட்டு துளசி குச்சி காமிக்க வேணாம். Don't offer with tulsi kuchi. The tulsi kuchi is supposed to be your what they call, அதை விளக்கு ஏத்துறதுக்கு அதை பாய்ங்க. That means sometimes the tulsi kuchi விளக்கு, I mean it doesn't like burn. I mean you have to put so long. What do you do? வீட்ல வந்து விளக்கு வச்சிருக்கீங்களா, விளக்கு, அந்த விளக்குல எண்ணெய் ஊத்தி இருப்பீங்க, நல்லெண்ணெய் whatever தேங்காய். Take the kuchi and put inside the oil, put in the fire, பத்துக்கும். அப்புறம் இந்த கீ lamp, இந்த குச்சி வந்து மேல அந்த lamp இருக்குல்ல, அதை எடுத்து இப்படி காமிச்சிட்டு then you start to offer. Alright? But if you can afford, you can buy that ghee lamp, try to offer the ghee lamp. அது ghee lamp வாங்கி offer பண்றது better. இன்னொன்று வந்துட்டு இந்த டைம்ல வந்துட்டு offer ghee lamp on behalf. Okay, I want to offer ghee lamp on behalf of my father, my late father, my grandfather, father's side, my grandfather, mother's side, right? My grandmother, my forefather, my this and that. So this is the time that you can do this offering that reduces their karma tremendously. All right? So try to do that. That means what I usually do, I'll just take one ghee lamp, I just say, okay, this is I'm offering on behalf of my grandfather. I don't know what you have done. All right, but anyway, I offer for him. So wherever he is, let him receive. So I offer. That means I offer one ghee lamp for my forefather, one ghee lamp for my father, and like that. So you can go on offering on behalf. But don't offer. That means I say, like sometimes when your wife is not clean that month, or the day she cannot offer, it's okay. You can offer on their behalf. Ask her to see. Now I'm offering the ghee lamp. Sing the song Namam Ishwaram Satchit Ananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashoda Biyoluka Latavamanam Paramristam Atyanta Todurtya Gopya Rudantamuhurnetra Yukmam Mrjantam. Anna, make sure after you sing the song, read the translation. Not simply sing. Read the translation. Appreciate the translation. It's beautiful. Right? Can try to do twice, morning and evening. If cannot, if it's not affordable, try to do at least once. But must do at least once. If you're going to use the ghee lamp, don't recycle your ghee lamp. Ghee lamp you cannot recycle because the manchatila, use once and throw. All right? But if you have that, sometimes they say, oh, this is very simple. And the suda katra, the idhirkla sudan, make sure you wash the thing nicely, rinse the lamp வந்து அது என்னது அந்த பஞ்சை வந்து put it in the ghee, நல்லா போட்டு புளிஞ்சிட்டு put it on the தீபாரணம், சுடம் காமிக்கிறது போட்டுட்டு you can offer. 4 at the lotus feet, 3 at the belly, 2 on the face. That means when you see the face of Damodara, at the lotus feet, காலில 4, வயித்துல 3, தலையில 2. 2, then one shot 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When you do, just meditate with for whom you're offering and receive. So please don't miss 30 days offering of ghee lamp. It really creates lots of miracles.
Prabhu, I didn't understand dry tulsi.
Sorry, Prabhu?
You said put the dry tulsi and light the lamp.
Yeah. That means you take the dry tulsi,
Yeah.
you burn it, it become like a light.
Yeah.
Take that and light up your ghee lamp.
Okay.
Don't put the thing on the dry tulsi and offer.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Arsi Mataji, you want to say something? Okay. So you offer the ghee lamp. Those people who are around Ipoh, Kolakangsa Mataji, I think Saras Mataji are from Kolakangsa. This Thursday, this Saturday, that's day after tomorrow, there is a Radha Yatra. It's a very auspicious day. It's a very auspicious Purnami. We are having a Radha Yatra festival in Sungai Siput. All right, those who are around here, please come and join the Radha Yatra festival. And of course, those people who like to donate books, because on this Damodara, we plan to go to house. That means we go to prepare the ghee lamp, all right, or prepare the kuchi or whatever. We go to one house, ask them to take the offer, and we give them a cut. Please offer. We say, go to the house, Nama, Mishwaram, Sachit. Idhe mari, another year, video up, and Allah we like to drop a Bhagavad Gita. So those who like to donate, please come to me, right? So what I will do, whatever donation that you give, I will minus 10 ringgit from the book. Now the selling price of the book is 40. So far I've got 500 and ringgit, one devotee donated. So I'm going to subsidize 50 books. Okay, with that, no? Illa now book husband the book or you want me to send to you, so I'll send to you. Right? 3 Bhagavad Gita for 100 ringgit, including the Damodara cut. Right? I'm going to start back. 3 Bhagavad Gita for 100, including the Damodara cut. Sending is free. Right? So propagate the idea, this thing. And one of the Damodara Puja, we will do like what I think Tachani Mataji was there before we did. And even
Hare Krishna Prabhu, you looked for me.
Yeah, just now.
Yeah, I went down to close downstairs and all that.
Oh, I see. No, I just want to how's everything with you?
Oh, it's okay. Everything is fine. My husband is okay.
Very
He went
good.
for second opinion, and then his surgery will be somewhere January.
Okay. No, now is Damodara month starting.
Yeah, I know, this Sunday. So I will start.
Every day offer the ghee lamp.
Yeah, morning I will start. Yeah.
Very nice. So the highlight of this festival is Deepavali, the lamp festival. But
Yeah.
of course, we are not celebrating one day. We are celebrating 30 days.
Yes.
So I hope that
I will start Sunday. All 3 of us will put the lamp, myself, my husband, and my son.
Good.
Every year we started doing since you have given us the Damodara picture.
Yes.
And I also have a statue of mother, just tying him up, a statue of him also.
Yes. All right. So go on doing. And on this month, also increase your chanting. If you're chanting 1-2 rounds, increase to 5. If you're chanting 6-7, increase to 16. If you're chanting 16, increase to 20. If you're doing 20, increase to 30, 50. Go on chanting as many rounds as you can. Read as much book as you can. Bhagavad Gita. Right? And wish you a wonderful, beautiful Damodara month. Okay? With that, thank you so much. Vanchakalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubevacha paditanam pavinibhyo vaishnavebhayo namo namah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Bye.
Very much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.